All right, everyone. So today I thought I would mess around with some of the Steam alternatives on Android just to see if they work at all. If you can actually play games you own on Steam without cracking them for the most part. Um, I'm not sure how GameHub deals with the games. I've heard mixed reviews on it, but I've also heard that they use the Goldberg cracks to run reviews on it. Cracks to run their games. So just have to wait and see. But I'm going to give it a try and give a couple other ones a try as well. So right now I'm just waiting for this to download. It's downloading very slowly. All right, almost done. Let's see if this actually works. So this is just a demo to see if we can actually run any games on this. Hopefully just another minute or two here, and we'll give it a try. All right, let's give this a try. Hold on 1 second. Capture. Messed up? Okay. So let's give this a try. Play now. All right, so far so good. All right, so I have on-screen mouse, but no controller. Could be problematic. Let's see. Settings, controls. Yeah, it's not recognizing my controller. I have it set on Xbox. All right, let's exit for a second so it loads, which is interesting. Don't know if that got captured, but we're going to go in, see what we can do here. So controller, all right, it says it's enabled. All this seems to work. Let's try one thing. I go to, oh, so I think for GameHub, it's not clear. I think I have to put this last part in quotes. Just because it's not just a number. Maybe. All right, let's try it with the quotes. And then see what happens. So right now we're trying GameHub, the Steam, I don't know, emulator that they have built in. So I'm trying to run Netherworld Covenant. And this keeps stopping for some reason. So I have mouse control, but my controller does not work. If we try the on-screen controller, does that work? No, does not. All right, so let's get out of there. So maybe, sometimes you can change the compatibility layer and it might make things work. Let's try Proton 9 here. Everything else is fine. Let's try this again. Oh, let's turn off the controller here. See what happens this time. No, same thing. I think some reason this is set up maybe to use Steam. I can pick the resolution, can change the graphics quality. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. But when I go to controls, it wants a keyboard and mouse. All right. Well, that's annoying. Okay. Let's look for another game here. So I'd like to pick something smaller so it actually loads quicker. What did I see here? Well, a lot of the images aren't showing up. Oh, I think this one is pretty small. Let's see if we can get it. Yeah, 600 megabytes. So let's load this up. Maybe. And this will be the last test, and then we'll try Pluvia and then maybe GameNative. Although GameNative's pretty new. I'm not sure if anything actually works in it yet, but we'll take a look at it. So, oh, my capture keeps messing up. So right now we're gonna load up Hellslave. I think I got this for free, or it is free on Steam. I'm just gonna give it a try, see what happens. Well, this one downloaded a lot faster. So let's see. All right, let's give this one a try. Hit play. Oh, all right. Didn't work at all. Let's try one more time. Okay, so that didn't even work at all. So we'll just take a look and see here. So let's try Proton, and maybe I forgot to change this in the last one. So maybe we'll go back and try the last one more time, but I don't think it made a difference. the controller just did not work. All right, let's pick a new DXVK. Or sorry, a new turnip driver. Maybe a newer one. Let's go with the newest, well, second newest one. All right, let's give this one more try. And then if not, then this was an utter fail for Steam on GameHub. Yeah, it's not looking good. Same thing happened again. Oh, maybe. It's not kicking me out right away. We'll wait and see. Or it just crashed. Yeah, I think it just crashed. All right, let's get out of here. All right, so 0 for 2. I don't know if there's one more. Doesn't really matter. Just want to try something here. Uh, let's try another demo here. Don't think this one's very big. Wasteland Traveler. Yeah, a couple hundred megabytes. Let's give this one a try. See if it works. All right, so this one is trying to do its thing. Let it install. All right, let's try. Let's call this one the last one. Oh, we're in, but I'm not sure if this one has controller settings. Doesn't look like it. All right, but it does load. If I click new game, okay. I can't turn that down a bit. Oh, here we go. All right, so yeah, we have right click. So no controller, no on-screen controller. Maybe if you hook up a mouse and keyboard to your system, which I don't have handy right now, but maybe I will try in the future. So, all right, 1 out of 3 worked this time. So, let's get out of here. So, let's try Pluvia. So this is another alternative for Steam. So it shows all the stuff I have in my Steam library. Uh, let's do the same thing. Let's try Hellslave here. So it says it has full controller support. Let's hit install. Yeah, it's very small. So let's give it a try and see if this will actually download and install. Oh, here we go. All right. I was testing this a little bit earlier and I was having some issues with the installing in Pluvia, but maybe it'll work this time. Wait and see. As far as I'm aware, the difference between Pluvia and GameNative is that GameNative says it can play Steam games with DRM, where Pluvia does not. So maybe we'll see Pluvia adopt that feature in the future, but anyway, that seems to be the biggest difference between them right now. All right, so this should only take another couple seconds. And we're going to see what happens. So it didn't load in GameHub. All right, it says play. Let's give it a try. Taking a while to load. Oh, here we go. Let's see. All right. Maybe. No. All right, so that just crashed right away. So let's take a look at the container. Adreno, okay, DXVK, yep. I like to change this to pulse to see this. I usually pick, let's see here, somewhere way down the line here, I think. I don't know if it's the right choice. Maybe someone knows a better choice. You can always let me know. But the one I usually pick is this one, the RTX 3070. I have 12 gigabytes of RAM, so I give that a little bit extra. Leave everything else here the same. All right. Let's give it a little bit more. Give it some performance. Aggressive. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Let's try it again. See what we get this time. Oh no, it's looking the same as it did on. Yeah. So that one does not load. It possibly could have DRM. I'm not sure. I didn't check beforehand. Let's try something else that should be easy to run. Um, let's try this one. Just picked this up today. Thought it might be interesting. Might take a little longer to download, so we'll see how good the download speeds are here. But so far have not been able to get anything to run in any of these Steam emulators. So GameHub failed, and we're in Pluvia right now, and it does not seem to be working, and the download is going slow, if at all. Give it another minute here. See if it'll actually download anything. What if I cancel install again? No, this one's having problems downloading. All right, just cancel that one. Let's try a different one here. Uh, Here's Wasteland Travelers again. It loaded up in GameHub. Maybe it'll load up here. Oh, it says no controller support. That's why. All right, so I'm not going to mess with that one. I look vain. No controller support. Towerborn. Full controller support. All right, I don't know how big this one is. Okay, way too big to download. All right, let's look here. Oh, Wear Cleaner. Full controller support. All right, let's try that one. Oh yeah, 300. Perfect. Let's give this one a try. Maybe. Oh, here we go. This one's downloading. Perfect. I don't know, I see a couple people in the chat. Has anyone been able to try and get any games working on their Android device through some of these Steam emulators? This is kind of my first try at them. Most of the time I buy a game off Steam, I crack it, and then I load it and use Winlator or MiceWine to play it. It'd be nice to be able to play things natively, but that might be a long, long way, long time away. All right, downloaded. Let's try this one. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's see. Oh, maybe we're stuck here, maybe. Oh, oh, here we go. And a crash. All right, so let's look at some of the settings again. They're all the same. Might give us an indication. Yeah, go down, choose. That one again, 4 GB. Not sure why Pluvia uses such an old box 64 and why they are so behind with everything, but anyway, let's give it one more try. And then maybe we'll move on to GameNative, but I didn't have very good luck with it earlier, but who knows? We'll try it again. Maybe the stream will make it better. All right. Still have access to the mouse, but we're stuck on this screen here. Yeah. All right. So that was a fail. So Pluvia, at least the games that I have, or the ones that I'm trying, don't seem to want to work. All right, so let's try this one. Let's try GameNative. So this is a brand new one. Uh, had an update today, actually. And I have a couple things installed already, but maybe we'll try a couple other games as well. All right, so let's try this one again. We tried it in all the other ones. Hellslave, install it, take a look. See if it'll actually install first. All right, let's start to install. So far, Pluvia and GameNative have been, I think, the easiest to install. GameHub kept giving me network errors that I have to keep tapping all the time. So that's kind of a pain in the ass. But I actually kind of like the way that this one shows the install button and the progress bar. It's a little bit better than Pluvia's. But I mean, this is a newer fork of Pluvia, so it should have some quality of life improvements. Let's just finish installing. I don't even know what this game is. I just put it on here because someone on Reddit said it was free, so I grabbed it, but I haven't had a chance to play it yet. Okay, so that was pretty quick. Installed. Yeah, see? Oh, 3 years old. Let's click play, see what happens. Booting may take a few minutes on first launch. Okay, let's see. Okay, got the same window and white screen that we saw last time, and crashed again. So it must have some DRM or something, but this says it should. If I reset the DRM, let's look at the container here. So let's increase the resolution. At least we have some choice and some drivers here, which is nice. Same with our DXVK. I like Pulse. Let's turn on that. Well, let's pick our graphics card that we like. Again, if someone has a better version of this or knows a better graphics card that gives a little bit better performance or compatibility, let me know in the comments because I'm always looking for improvements. But this is the one that I picked, the 3070. I'm gonna change this to 4 again, leave everything else. Um, so at least down here we get some newer. So the box version 3.6 is pretty new. I'm gonna go with performance and go with aggressive, but I don't know if that's the right choice for this. I'm still playing around, so let's try it one more time. See what happens. And I think because I reset the DRM, it's taking a little longer. Okay, here we go. Let's see. It's going to give us the white screen. Yeah. And then the black screen. And then crash. Yeah. Okay. So that is Hellslave. So that's not working. Let me pick something else. Might be easier to run. All right, let's try Half-Life 2. This is an old game. Yeah, 2004. Oh, it's a little big though for my test right now. Okay. And we'll come back to that one later. What's something that could be easy to run here? Because right now everything else is not working. Um, let's try Mini Thief. Something I got a long time ago. Yeah, it's very small. Let's see if it can even run something that's like 20 megabytes. I don't have a lot of hope right now. Well, let's see. All right, fast install. Let's click play. Let's see what happens. So yeah, these take a long time to load. I wonder what GameNative is doing in the background to run these games. Hmm. I don't know if they're cracking them like GameHub with like Goldberg emulator or if they're doing something else. I'm not sure. Okay, we finally got a loading screen. So far, this is only our second success. This game automatically saves. Okay. Gamepads can be customized. All right, so the gamepad should work. All right. Okay, gamepad works, which is good. All right. Let's go with training. Do I need two people? No. All right. Safe. To pass a level, you must steal and escape with an item from the safe. Okay. Right. Search. Searchable items have a magnifying glass symbol above them. Search them to find goods. Found a key. Okay. All right. So I stole something from the safe. Now I have to escape. Door is locked. Am I picking a lock? There we go. Where am I going? Did I win? I don't know. Okay, well, game is not the best. Maybe it needs more than one player, but it does load. I'm going to uninstall that because I don't think I'll be playing that one again, but it did work. Um, all right, let's do one more. Let's try this one. Small, came out not that long ago. Let's give it a try. Yeah, so far the installation process on GameNative has been the best so far. So I like that. So we're just going to install this bio prototype, whatever that means. Again, I think this was probably a free game that I came across at some point. So, all right, says it's installed. Let's load it up, see if it works. At this point, I think any kind of smaller pixel games seem to work, but I don't think you're going to be playing any of your higher end AA, definitely not AAA games that you've downloaded or bought on Steam at this point. Maybe with some updates in the next year or more, it'll start to work. Yeah, there's something definitely going on here, whether or not they're downloading cracks or they're doing something in the background to run these games outside of Steam. Let's take a look, see if we can load up Bio Prototype, which I have no idea what it is, but it's a small game, so we'll give it a try. All right, got a window. Will it give us a game? Load up. Not looking good. So this is another one. Yeah, it's like pushing my processor crazy, but not doing anything. Oh, and now, oh, here we go. Okay, we're in. I can hear my fan picking up on it, especially for this tiny game. So I don't know if it's the app. I'm gonna kill the other things in the background, see if that helps. But this is taking a long, long time to load. Or not at all. We're just stuck here. You can see my CPU is still working. It's not using a lot of memory, but I think we are pressing buttons, nothing. All right, I think we're stuck. Okay, so that didn't work, so let's just get rid of that. Um, I don't know. What is this? Dark sector. It's a little big. Delta Force. Hellslave doesn't work. How big is left for data? Whoa, 24 gigabytes. Okay, too much. All right, let's check the bottom part here. See if I got anything. Another demo. How big is this one? 5 gigs. Yeah, I think I looked at that one earlier. A little too big. Um, all right. Let's see here. All right, let's try this one again. Or not. Sorry. Way too big. What's a Marazone? Since 1999. Still 10 gigabytes. Oh my God. Don't have enough time to do that today. Distant space. What is this? Okay, 133. Let's give this one a try. So like I said, I don't trust that any of those larger games will run at all, so I don't want to waste time. I'm going to check some smaller ones here. All right, so this is 2017, so it's not that old. 8 years old, but let's see. All right, Distant Space 2. Let's see if this loads up. And this will be our last one for tonight. So far, GameHub loaded one game, Wasteland Traveler, but it did not work with the controller, but I think that's just the game. Um, Netherworld Covenant loaded, but again, the controller didn't work. Pluvia did not load anything, or couldn't get anything to work. And now GameNative, we got in one game so far, Tiny Thief, and it worked, but wasn't a great game. So we're gonna try this one, and then we're gonna end the stream. All right, let's see if this loads up. Click on our mouse. So again, I feel like the app is really pushing my processor here. My fan is going crazy and it crashed. Okay, let's do one edit in the container here. I'm not looking to go too crazy. Let's try Vortec. It's kind of a universal one. I'm going to change this to Pulse. Keep messing with this. Wish we had just an outside setting that I could pick that all containers use these settings. That would be nice. Right. I'll turn this to performance. I'll turn this to aggressive. Hope for the best. Give it one more try. So it's still pushing hard on my system right now, this app. So we will see. I think there's definitely some improvements that need to be made in the back end of this app. Oh, and it just crashed. All right. So with that, that was, sorry, missed the crash, but it just crashed back to the screen. So that was my testing of GameHub, the Steam login. It loaded one game, Wasteland Traveler. Pluvia loaded 0 of the games I tried. And GameNative loaded one very old, very small game, one that was not very hard to run at all, and crashed on every single other game that I tried. So as of right now, I think your best bet for Steam games, unfortunately, if you buy them, is to install them on your computer and then crack them yourself using means that are on the internet, and then in putting them on your system of choice and then using them there. Unfortunately, the clients that are on Android right now just don't seem to work. So with that, let's say goodnight and have a great day tomorrow.